Hi guys and welcome to a new video on Sonal's Life. So before I get started with this week's video, I just want to thank everyone because I finally reached 800 subscribers on YouTube. Last year when I started this channel I didn't think I'd even get 100, never mind this many. So thanks guys and continue to support, and yeah, make sure to send me any requests if you have them for videos. But this week we are going to focus on Castle Attack. So the last few weeks we've had different Road 2 shows and I thought now would be the perfect time to look ahead to the end of the tour and all of the title and special matches that we're going to have coming up on the 25th, the 27th and the 28th of February. So let's get going. Okay, so the first big title match comes on the 25th of February on a Road 2 show, and sadly enough, once again, it is the IWGP Jr tag titles. Now, I said this in my other video, I don't understand why they keep putting the tag titles on a Road 2 show. Maybe they think it's going to sort of excite the fans and get them to watch it, but for me it sort of disregards the titles. However, I am very happy to see the champions El Phantasmo and Taiji Ishimori facing Bushi and Hiromu. Now, the whole context behind this match, if you've not been watching the shows, is basically after the New Beginning show, when Sho lost to Hiromu, El Phantasmo came out and challenged for the title. And Hiromu went, fine, but you've not earned it, so if you get a shot at my title, me and Bushi want a shot at yours. Surprisingly, Bushi and Hiromu have been a tag team for so long. Since Hiromu joined LIJ, they have been the two juniors. However, they haven't won the titles yet, and El Phantasmo has said this several times. This match is going to be very different to other ones we've seen. We either get heel versus heel versus babyface. This is sort of different. We have your heels. So we've got ELP with his super kick, which I'm going to put out. I'm still saying it's not because of the maple trees. And Ishimori, who is an amazing athlete and doesn't really need to cheat, but he's a member of Bullet Club, so that's what it is. But then you've got the two members of LIJ who, I mean, we've called it time and time again, they are tweeners. They can put on some amazing matches, but especially looking at Bushi, he is not afraid to break some rules. And I think their willingness to sort of take on that Rudo style that Los Ingobernables was based upon is going to be the key to this. And I'm just excited to see four really diverse wrestlers. Like, ELP is amazingly athletic. Ishimori is a combination of speed, strength and submission skills. Bushi is very underrated and is able to prop up anyone he's in the ring with. And Hiromu, well, he's just a nutter, isn't he? Like, I don't mind hiding behind my hands when he's in the ring because it's so entertaining to watch. Now, I would love Hiromu and Bushi to win, and this sort of goes back from what I'm saying, because I always say I want these titles to have consistency. However, I think having Hiromu holding two belts and having it back on LIJ will be best for business, and maybe we might actually get some consistency with them because we all know that Hiromu is their golden child. And yeah, this is going to be a great match, and hopefully it will persuade you to watch Road 2 matches because, like I said during the New Beginning, exciting things do happen. Next up we have the 27th of February, and that is the first Castle Attack official show. Now, this show is a bit weird because normally you will have two massive big shows and they'll have title matches spread across. This one is different in the sense that this show is consisting mainly of singles matches, and I think, what is it, 5 out of 6 of the matches of the night are singles, and it's all based on these feuds that we've had. So we've got, to start the night, we have Yoshihashi versus Tangaloa, and then we have Hirooki Goto versus Tama Tonga, which is obviously leading up to their match on the next night for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Titles. Personally, I don't think Yoshihashi has a chance against Tangaloa. I have said I love Yoshihashi and I'll stick by it, but Tangaloa is a beast in the ring. I've said this time and time again. He deserves a spot in the G1, he deserves a singles title run because he is so talented. And he has such varied ring style which has his strength, but he's also crazy fast. And it's similar with Tama Tonga and Hirooki Goto. Like, yes, Tama Tonga is an amazing athlete, but Hirooki Goto is a bit more like Tangaloa. He's had the experience in these big single matches and he's more power based. So really, for anything to work within these dynamics, you're going to need one member of each team winning. to sort of go into the next night with nobody at a real advantage. Because if, for example, both members of GOD win, then you're like, well, sure, GOD are going to win the titles again. They're going to retain them. But if you have maybe Tangaloa win the first one and then Hirooki Goto win the next one, it's almost like both teams are on an equal playing field. There is going to be no overconfidence or arrogance going into these matches. The next match on the card is the only title match of the night. And I know I said there wasn't any, but I completely forgot about this one. But it is something close to my heart. It is Toru Yano versus Chase Owens for the provisional King of Pro Wrestling 2021 title. Now, at the time of recording this, there is still no confirmed stipulation. We have Yano's idea of the Texan strap match, like Chase Owens. However, you have to take off all the turnbuckles, whereas Chase Owens says you just have to tap them. Now, whatever happens with the stipulation, it is going to be crazy. Will Chase Owens have any help from Bullet Club at ringside? Or is this just going to be another Yano hilarious match that just is a really nice break between some very serious single matches? Also, what's funny is Chase did actually recommend the stipulation of being strapped together. However, people should know, no matter what they recommend, Yano will come out on top. Fale said the body slamming, Yano did it. He pinned Okada to win it last year. Anything could happen, and I don't know how you guys feel about the King of Pro Wrestling title, but I absolutely love it. So after a bit of a break with the King of Pro Wrestling, we get up to the semi-main event and the main event. And these are quite big matches. The first one we have is Tomohiro Ishii versus Jay White. Now this dates back all the way to Wrestle Kingdom, when Jay White broke my heart, broke your heart, with that really deep promo saying he was leaving wrestling. We saw him the next night on New Year's Dash and he was pinned by Ishii, the same man who cost him the G1 last year. When Jay White came back during the New Beginning tour, he went straight after Ishii, blaming him for everything that had happened. Even though Ishii was such a nice guy after New Year's Dash and was like, you come back and I'll face you. This match is going to be interesting because apart from this history, you need to remember, Jay White was a member of Chaos once. They were once faction mates. Now, Goto will be there, but sorry, I can imagine Ishii will take care of that very quickly. And this should be a really good match because in the past, they have had some amazing tournament matches. And I'm not to be biased because you know I love Jay, but I also love Ishii and I always think it's a recipe for success. And that sort of ties me into the next match, which may be a really good match or may not be, and that is Evil versus Okada. Now, I love Okada. He's one of the best in the world for a reason. I used to love Evil. He used to be my spirit animal, and then he left for Bullet Club, and since then his matches just haven't been great. We know Okada has the ability to bring out the best in people, but is that just going to be too hard for someone like Evil who is literally just focusing on cheating? I know it's a Bullet Club thing, but how many times does Dick Togo have to get involved? How many times does a turnbuckle have to come off? It's cute when Yano does it, not when you do it, Evil Togo. Like the Jay and Ishii one dates back last year to the New Japan Cup when Evil turned and defeated Okada to win the chance at Naito's title. It's a great way to end it. I don't know if I would have picked that as the main event, but fingers crossed that they will book it well and that we might actually see a good match out of Evil again. And that was only night one. So now we are on to night two. We have the first few opening matches with the guys who didn't make it into the title matches. But the first one, the first big match of the night is the third match, and that is for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Titles, and it is the champions, GOD, Tamatonga and Tangaloa versus Chaos's Yoshihashi and Hirooki Goto. I think GOD are underestimating this team. They made a joke earlier that Yoshihashi's challenged for the titles who knows how many times with who knows how many partners, from Okada to Ishii. I mean, at one point he might have even tagged with Yano. But I think there's something special about this team, especially since they won the Never Six-Man titles. You know what I've said? I've been a critic of the tag team titles for a while, and I said, oh, well, only Zack and Taichi could revive it. Maybe what we need is Yoshihashi and Goto. 2 belts Yoshihashi, 2 belts Goto. Can you imagine that? I just want to see the interactions between them. I preferably want to see a clean fight. So GOD, please leave Jado at the entrance and give us some matches we know you're capable of. Personally, I think GOD will retain. They are the most successful tag team in New Japan for no reason, and I think to take the titles off them on their first defense just sort of ruins their reputation as such a good tag team. The next match is a rematch from Wrestle Kingdom, and it is Hiroshi Tanahashi, my most handsome man in the world, versus Great Okang. Now, after Tanahashi beat Shingo Takagi for the Never title in a 5-star match, in my opinion, Okang came out and challenged. Now, I thought that was a bit weird because, I mean, Okang lost at Wrestle Kingdom to Tanahashi. Why should he get another shot at the title? But really, it works. The Never title was created for the new talent in mind. And you know what? As much as I don't want Tanahashi to lose the title, if Okang did win, I think it'd be another step for the Never title. In terms of the match itself, the one at Wrestle Kingdom was It was alright. So I don't have high expectations for this one, but I just hope that Okang uses this opportunity to learn from one of the best. And you know what? I love you, Tanahashi, so you hold that belt, because if anyone's going to hold it, I want it to be you. And now we're up to the final 2 matches of the night. The first one is for the IWGP Jr Heavyweight Championship, and it is between champion Hiromu and El Phantasmo. Now, they have their match on the 25th for the tag titles. The result of this could actually have a big impact on what happens going into this match and what happens during it. Who's going to have the momentum going in? Well, I personally don't think Hiromu's going to lose it, because I'm still holding out for my booking that Desperado is the only person that could possibly beat Hiromu because of their stories. But whatever happens, it is going to be an amazing match. Will El Phantasmo be able to use his super kick? I don't think so. I think Hiromu is pretty in tune to what's going on in El Phantasmo's boot. But if it's compared to anything like their Wrestle Kingdom match, which was short but amazing, it is going to be standout. Both men are insane, they are athletic, they are risk takers, and I'm looking forward to having my pillow in front of my face hiding from some of those jumps. Now, I love El Phantasmo. I mean, I hate him, but it's such a testament to his character work, considering he used to be a babyface. And I think in this, it's just your typical babyface versus heel. Hiromu is going to win this, and I think it's just going to be a great title reign for him. And now on to the main event. Now, while I'm recording this, I'm unsure about the state of this main event, just because Naito has announced that he's damaged his knee. But if everything goes okay, our main event is for the Intercontinental title, and it is Tetsuya Naito versus the champion Kota Ibushi. I could not hide my excitement when Naito challenged Ibushi at New Beginning, because at first I was like, another double title match. But like a lot of people who are New Japan fans, they want the title split, unlike Ibushi. Now, it's going to be obvious what's going to happen if this match goes on. It is going to be chaos. Like, you think Hiromu makes you want to hide behind your cushion? If you take Ibushi and Naito, it is going to be crazy. They are literally going to give no fucks about the safety of their opponent. They're going to fly across the ring. They're going to target each other's necks. And I hope it's another, possible 5-star match. Some people aren't a fan of these high-risk ones, but I love watching them. I loved their matches in the past for the Intercontinental title. Their tournament matches, even their tag matches are hilarious. I hope Naito wins, because that'll mean that we've successfully split it and there is now more layers going into New Japan than just the double titles. But yeah, whatever happens, it's going to be an amazing way to end what's been a really nice tour with a lot of storylines and a lot of excitement going through, considering it came off the back of such a successful New Beginnings tour. Now, that's, again, I feel like every video I do is just a lot of me just talking about some amazing potential matches. Let me know in the comments, what are you most looking forward to? Is there any storylines that have stood out so far that makes you think this is the match I'm looking forward to? Make sure to like, share and subscribe. Follow me on my social media at wrestling_chat, and I will see you guys later. Bye!